First up, let's start with Davis Baker and then Jed May.
Hey Andrew, has the mood in practice been any different this week? Has there been any more urgency, or has it been kind of a normal practice week?
No, absolutely. We're trying to pay more attention to detail, kind of clean a lot of the stuff up from the last couple of weeks. It's been the same. Obviously, the intensity and everybody's focus is obviously present. Trying to prepare for Auburn's game.
Hey, Andrew. Coach Crean's offense is one that's obviously really up-tempo. It leads to a lot of threes, stuff like that. But three-point shooting is something you guys have struggled with, especially in conference play. Going forward, I guess, how does this team need to strike a balance between the up-tempo stuff while also, I guess, maybe doing more of what this team does well since you guys have been struggling with the three ball?
I think one of the things we wanted to focus on was our ball movement. Looking at the LSU game, we felt like that was our most complete game as a team, and when we moved the ball and played together, we found a lot of open shots, and it was actually just one of the best games. So we want to continue that and build upon that. I feel like with that, when you use everybody as a team and play together, we can increase our three-point percentage.
All right, let's have Palmer Tomes and then Zach Klein.
Yeah, Andrew, obviously the news about KD's eligibility yesterday. What was your initial reaction to that? And do you have any stories of him in practice about, what we maybe should expect to see?
Everybody was pumped. It was emotional for everybody, especially for Coach and KD himself. I mean, this dude is probably the greatest competitor I've ever seen or ever played with. And, I can't wait I'm excited for him to be on the court. He brings tremendous energy every single day. And it's nonstop and it's hard for someone. You can't obviously feel what he's been feeling these past weeks and not being able to play, but he's consistently always brought that energy. And now having him in practice and now in the games, it's going to bring a whole different level of competitiveness.
Yeah, and just to follow up on that, is that what you think he's going to bring? Just kind of unleash that energy and just kind of, kind of like a dog locked up in a cage a little bit, right?
Absolutely, man. And for sure, you see his film in high school, and it's the same way here. He's just relentless, and it doesn't matter who he plays against, or if it's just a pickup game, or if it's just playing after practice. It's the same approach, and that's what we need. That's what I feel like will really help us and pump everybody up during the game.
All right, let's have Chip Towers and then Ryan Curley.
Yeah, Andrew, I'm just wondering, the contrast was pretty stark between the LSU game and the Arkansas game. To what do you owe that generally? I mean, obviously it's two back-to-back long travel trips, but I don't know if that had anything to do with it or what. I know you got to put that thing behind you, but right. What can you take out of it and into Auburn?
What we could take out for sure is just our connectiveness, and we did a lot of internal stuff, but the biggest takeaway is obviously we need to play both sides of the games, not worry about calls, and just continue to play as a team. That's really our main focus, because when we play as a team, it shows on the offensive and the defensive end with our deflections, with how many passes we get, and for sure, trying to keep our turnovers down. But so those kind of are our biggest takeaways, and we just want to keep staying positive and in our approach to every game and stay together.
Hey, Andrew, Coach mentioned that the last couple of losses, especially the Arkansas one, came down to a lot of lack of effort. Do you think there's anything that was maybe contributing to that low energy during the game?
I mean, sometimes in games like those, you tend to get frustrated. And you know what I'm saying, when you get frustrated, you might put your head down and stuff like that, and you might just think so what's the problem? And what we all came together as a team was that we gotta just stay connected and keep the fight, and don't let adversity hit and try to bring us down. So we all built from that game, and now we feel prepared and connected as ever.
All right, and the last two questions, let's have Mark Weiser and then Mike Griffith.
Andrew, I just want to ask you, you guys have had 2 games on the road, 1 game at home in the SEC play. With the crowds so reduced, do you think there's a home court advantage, in SEC play, or is that wiped out?
I think it could be wiped out. I feel like a lot of times, like, we need our own bench energy, and a lot of times you can hear yourself on the court. So like what we've always known and what coach told us is that the loudest team and the most energetic team is probably going to be the one who wins the game or is going to have the best chances. You want to consistently try to keep everybody pumped up. So wherever we go, we got to have like a complete total effort since there's a lack of fans. That nature.
Thanks.
Hey, Andrew, obviously, Coach Crean's had some very young teams, and he brought a lot of experienced guys like you and Justin on. Do you think that experience, that age, could make you a little bit more resilient than some of the younger teams we've seen at Georgia that haven't been able to bounce back from 30-point losses like that?
I mean, it's natural to say that, but I feel like this group of guys that we have now, like just from my personal standpoint, I've been connected with them, and I feel like I have a really good relationship. So I feel like on and off the court, everybody's like able to take constructive feedback and kind of like work together. So no matter if just because I'm a senior or I've been in college for it's my 5th year, or if it's a freshman, I feel like everybody's opened up just to receive any type of feedback, which is what you need in a team. So that does help with experience, but I feel like our connectiveness as a group, it makes it easier.
All right. Thanks so much, Andrew.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to be joined by Justin Kier shortly.